Jambo, good people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, kindly consider subscribing and tap the bell for notifications so that you can always get notified whenever I am posting. Today, we're going to have a very informative video based on a number of questions, tips, and information that you needed from a previous video that I had done. So let me just start by inviting our guest, because we're going to be talking about the tips that you need when traveling to the continent, or what you'll need when you are doing road trip to the continent. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I can't complain. I'm here.
Oh, okay. I don't know if we should introduce you again, or have you
Well,
changed your identity since we last met?
yes. It's superstar in the beginning of it now. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. So I did get a number of questions and comments based on that. I really wanted us to do a video about the tips, what really someone needs to do, or what you wish you knew. So it's going to be actually a combination of both. What you wish you knew before doing the road trips, and tips, very important tips for someone who is planning to do a road trip from the UK or anywhere in Europe to Africa. The stage is yours.
Okay. I've got my dancing shoes on. Um, Tips about coming to Africa. All right. If you're driving, um, make sure you've got 2 spare tires. Make sure you change your hoses and belts before you leave, and walk with extra hose and belt, because driving through the desert is hot, and sometimes other places extremely hot, so things can get damaged.
Okay.
Yes,
You've
sorry?
mentioned about tires. You've mentioned about having spare tires. Before
Yes.
we go to that, can any vehicle manage that route, or is there a special type of vehicle that is needed for the route?
No, you can. You just have to change your mentality. So from Europe, from England to Senegal, or even Gambia, you're driving on a motorway. It's that simple. You're driving on a motorway, you're driving on very good roads. Um, yes, my beloved country. Um, yeah, once you cross the border at Sao Domingo, going into Guinea-Bissau, yeah, you need to slow down. The
Hold
road.
on, hold on there. Wait, I remember when you're telling me about your experience, you mentioned that somewhere in crossing from Mauritania to Senegal, you had to take a shorter route, which the road was bad. So can a
Yeah,
small vehicle manage that road?
yes, but you just have to take your time.
But what
Okay.
about the desert? You mentioned about having to steer away. There were strong winds and all that. Don't you think the desert wind might blow away or overturn a small car?
No. It will still make it, because the reason why I say this, because the Senegalese buy these cars and bring them over, and they make it through the desert also. So the stereotypical thought is that if you're driving through the Sahara, you need four-wheel drive with big wheels and big all this stuff, which I personally done it, and then now I realized that the stuff that I put on my van, the wheels that I put on, I really do not need them, because I haven't actually used them that much, only like now and then, because I'm a 5-year-old, so I do, when I see water and mud, I do drive in it instead of around it. And I did get stuck twice. Those videos are coming. And but if you've got your head on and don't do 5-year-old stuff that I do, it's not a problem. Yeah, small cars, any car you have could drive to Africa. People ride bicycles to Africa.
Mhm. You see
People,
bicycle?
sorry?
Did you see you can ride a bicycle to Africa?
Yes, people have done it.
A bicycle, not a motorbike. Are you kidding me?
No bicycle. At the moment, they are family. No, there's a guy and his girlfriend from Finland. They're in Gambia right now, and they rode from Finland to Gambia on a bike.
Cycling.
Yes, and there's another guy, and imagine this guy is a heavyset guy, and he just bought a cheap bicycle in Austria, and he rode that bicycle to Gambia. He actually flew back to Austria. So they came separate time, but they met here in Gambia. Bicycle, yes.
Wow, that's I don't know. Okay, that I think that's just enough. Like, how can you just the wind, the dust,
Yeah,
and
because
you mentioned about people having to wrap their head and things like that.
yes, I thought it was fashion until I went out to take a tinkle. So I pulled over in the desert and I said, let me make a quick video. Ah, lie, 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 lie. I just said, hey, this is me here in the desert here in Morocco. And by the time I said that, the the sand was in my teeth. Yeah, it's because the sand is very, very, very fine. It's not like sand on the beach. The sand is very, very fine. So it's in my teeth. So I said, oh no. So I wrapped my, I had, I had to pull my shirt up. But now I know that wrap is perfect. Yeah.
Okay. A question though. Can you imagine you took 4 days cycling in the Sahara? You mentioned it took you 4 days, right?
Yes.
How long would it take someone who's using a bicycle?
They took 1 month to leave Morocco, and they took, I think, 20 days to leave Mauritania. So both countries took about 2 months.
What tips does someone need when they are traveling through the Sahara?
Ah, there's a stereotypical view of the Sahara. And for me, seeing these taxis, because they have taxis that pick you up from Casablanca and drop you off at the Mauritanian border. They do that trip in a day and a half from Casablanca to Mauritanian border. They have nothing. It's just like a regular car. It's a Dacia van, and you've got just regular, like your regular car, no regular spare, nothing like what I've done. So you can look at it that way, or you can look at it just in case I break down. Can I make it out of the Sahara? Yes, you can. Health, maybe a long way. Yes, health may be a long, long, long way. But yeah, you cannot stand in the wind and the sand looking for someone to pass by. You've got to look in your mirrors, and then when you think you see someone, you jump out and you flag them down, and 9 out of 10, they probably won't stop. You
Because
know.
they'll probably think you're a desert bandit.
Yes, yes, 100%. So it's a tricky proposition, but I don't want to make it sound scary. It's adventurous to
It's an
some
adventure. It's an adventure, totally. For someone who loves adventure, that's something I would totally do. How many liters of water do I need?
I had a water jerry can that has 20 liters. I haven't used it yet. No, I'm lying. I did use it. I do use it to shower, but I actually bought the 20-liter jerry can for water in case of something. But I've never used it except for taking a shower. That's it.
Why were
So,
you showering when you're in the
oh,
desert? Where do you shower? Do you shower in the open?
oh yes. I just open my door and take my car mat. I stand up on my car mat, and I have a cup. I pour the water in a cup. You know, yeah, I just stand there naked and just do what I have to do. If I'm in the bush or village, I stand naked and I do the same thing also. Free as a
That's going
bird.
to be tricky. That's going to be tricky for ladies.
Well, you see, it depends on the mindset because imagine the couple that rode here from Finland and in Morocco, she had actually gotten sick and had diarrhea. So, they had to stop a few times and, she had to. you know.
But you see,
Yeah.
they were a couple already. There were two of them. But for a lady who is a solo traveler, that's going to be a challenge.
Oh, what? To take a shower?
Shower and I don't know, just everything. I really don't know.
Okay, so do what I do. You can take a shower, or like what we travelers call it, we take a gypsy shower. Gypsy shower, which is baby wipes. If I'm in an urban area, I can't open my, like when I was in Nook Shop before I left that morning, I could not have so if people saw my video and they saw when I left Nook Shop in the morning, it's an urban area. I can't stand naked in an urban area. So I just went to the back of my van and I did a gypsy shower, um, which is baby wipes. You wipe the important places.
So and there are places where someone can actually go and pay in order to be allowed to use the shower facilities.
I do not know. I can't answer that because I never looked for it. You know, because I'm
Did
the
you
type.
ever spend?
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead first.
Yeah, because it's something that I never looked for it. So I don't know if it exists. So I never
So
looked for it.
yeah. So did you ever spend a day or time in a hotel, or you were only sleeping in your van?
My van only, no hotels. Yeah,
Wow.
but
Wow.
it's beautiful. Just just pulling over and just sleeping, and then you know, it's peaceful. You know, the only thing you may have mosquitoes singing love songs to you at night. But other
You
than
say
that,
last time?
yeah, you may have mosquitoes singing love songs to you at night. You know, I'm gonna suck your blood. I'm gonna suck your blood. But other than that,
Did you have to take malaria shots before you came?
no,
Mm-hmm.
no, no malaria shots. I got some malaria medication that they said you were supposed to take before, but I actually have them as a backup. But what I've done since I've been here, man, I've been bit by mosquito every night. And
What? Okay,
sorry,
it's okay. What's one thing that you wish you knew before traveling?
um, um, Mandinga, Fula.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wish I knew those languages.
Mm-hmm.
I really did. Because what people think is because um, oh, it's a French country, it's a Portuguese country, it's a English country. None of that matters. None of that matters. So if I knew, I would have like learned a Wolof before I came, because you can speak Wolof from Mauritania all the way down to Cameroon, or maybe further. But
Okay.
I wish I learned Wolof or Mandinga or Fulani. Those three languages take you all the way. And Fulani actually takes you further because you can go from Algeria, top of Mauritania, Niger, all of that is Fulani.
Okay. Let's go back a little bit. You mentioned about a normal car can manage, but
Yes.
that you mentioned is just on the motorway from Tangier, Morocco to Senegal, right? Or is it to Gambia?
No, all the way to Gambia, all the way.
Okay, but I've seen videos about you, places you are stuck and all that. Yet your car has like very huge wheels, and is your car four-wheel drive?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's 4-wheel drive,
but you still get stuck. I've seen videos of you getting stuck.
okay, because I'm 5 years old. That's my problem. I'm 5 years old. I had no reason to get stuck, but I just went there. There was alternative routes, but I just decided to just go
Or
there.
because you just wanted to get stuck.
Ah, you have to understand the mind of a 5-year-old. And the mind of a 5-year-old is like, I see water, I'm going to play in water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me getting stuck twice, that's what happened. I saw water because I knew there's a other way. Like the first time I got stuck, I could have went towards my right and driven around. No, I was like, there's water. There's mud. I got stuck. The second time, the same thing. I know if I drove in straight in the middle, that it was firm and I could have made it. Well, I said, let me go around the other side and see what happens. And what happened? I got stuck.
Yeah, you get what you ask for.
Yeah, yes, I'm 5 years old. So, because I realize in Africa, when you're in Europe and America, they say four-wheel drive. I remember when I first drove on sand off-road in Gambia, I was driving behind a taxi. And I'm like, wait, I'm here selecting four-wheel drive, and this taxi, this Mercedes taxi is just bogging off, driving regular with his passengers in this dirt road, and nothing is happening. I was like, we overthink things too much in the West.
In Swahili, there's a saying that says, mtoto akililia wembe mpe. That is, if a child is crying for a razor, no razor blade,
Yeah.
give the razor blade to him or her.
Ah.
Yeah. You wanted to get stuck?
Yes, yes. I wanted to, yeah, I just wanted to see, because you know what? I spent money on these wheels, so I just wanted to know if they can work. They do work if you're smart. Because the first time I got stuck, I went in too slow, too slow, because I was cocky. I was like, I selected four wheel, and then I took my time because I was like, oh, I can make it out, but I just needed to go 5 miles per hour faster, and I would have made it. Maybe 2 miles per hour faster, but I just decided to crawl my way. And yeah.
Okay. Any other tip or anything else that you think is very important for anyone who is driving that they need to know?
Yes, make sure you have a sat nav that works offline. That's very important. Yeah, so you can get a Garmin or a TomTom or whatever and download the maps of Africa that works offline. The one that I use to come here is an app called Sigic. That's SYGIC. And Sigic should pay me for this because I've gotten them a lot of downloads. Um, Sigic, oh, it's beautiful. It works offline. It tells you how fast you're going. It tells you where all the restaurants are, where all the petrol stations are. And that thing is on point. I don't know how they've done it. Google Maps cannot compare to Sigic offline. I do not know how they've done it. But
I
everything is
actually wanted to, yeah, okay, awesome. I actually wanted to ask if Google Maps can serve, but you've already answered that.
yeah, you can use Google Maps. It works, but not offline. Not offline. Cigic works offline and it gives you all of the information. So if you said a petrol station is 200 feet, it's 200 feet. How they do it, I do not know. It's good. It may be off maybe by 20 feet sometimes, but other than that, yeah.
Do
Cigic,
they up- do they update it regularly?
sorry,
Do they update it regularly?
update?
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. So it costs you, I think, £10. So you convert that to whatever. And when you pay for that, you get the premium package, which is lifetime.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
premium
That's
package. So it's worth the £10. I'm telling you. Because I was going to buy a Garmin, sat nav, £300. And I said, we'll just try Stitching. And at the time I was working in Oldham and it's bush. That's the British countryside. I lost signal. I just tried it and I was like, this is wicked. So £10 versus £300 for a new sat nav. £10 is good. You
Would you
know?
ever do it again? Would you do this trip again?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. In a heartbeat. When the
Can
borders
you
open, yes.
can you now proceed with the trip? Because you mentioned that you are doing the African trip, so maybe you can proceed, go to Southern Africa, come to East Africa, go up north, then exit.
Yeah, well, like I said before, there are 48 African countries, so um, I'm iffy about certain places. I know a lot of people are going to say, no, they're 54. I have a reason for me saying 48. And if no one can understand what 48 means,
I know,
if
I know,
no,
but I'm not going to say I know what you mean.
yes. But yes, I will go that path. Yes, I will go that path. And yeah, but I would do the trip over and over. I would like to show people the experiences of Africa, man. Let me tell you, man. It's like when you fly, it's like nothing. It's like you just stepping out of your house and entering someone else's house, Or when you drive and you smell and you hear and you feel and then you eat and then you're like, wow, it's a different feeling, But us as Black people, we need to change our mindset of um, point A to point B and just be open minded and just accept what happens because the journey is beautiful. The journey is beautiful. So, like, if I can find a quick way, because I've had a lot of inquiries about people that's in Tanzania right now. So I've got a lot of people that are in Tanzania now because of the border restrictions on the west. So there was like, is there a way I can help them to drive from Tanzania to West Africa? I was like, I don't know. So I'm going to be cutting a route through DRC. Because DRC is my only place I have to figure out. So I may have to cross DRC about 4 times to figure out how it's going to work. From Kinshasa, Brazzaville, and probably pop out at Burundi or Rwanda. But
Okay.
I'm not sure if the new government changed that.
Okay, that's interesting. Very soon when very soon when I afford an RV myself, I'm gonna travel the continent. But
Yes, it's
yeah,
beautiful.
different places. If only there were not as many visa restrictions, yeah, I would really totally do that.
Yeah, yeah, I mean it's beautiful. I mean, I would tell everyone just do it. Because a lot of people may see me, put all these videos on YouTube or whatever, and see me driving up and down Africa. Oh, I have a secret to tell you.
Tell me.
I'm a poor guy. I'm not rich.
I know.
I'm
What's
not rich. Everybody thinks to drive around Africa you have to be a rich guy. I'm not rich. You know, I'm not rich. By the stretch of the imagination, I am not rich. But I do have skills that do support me. Yes, so I can't lie to you. I do have skills that support me along the way if I need to. So, and I happen to have very good skills that are needed on the continent also. So,
Mhm.
um, I've got my 360 camera, so I do 360 tours for people's property, and and then if they feel like giving me something, they give me. But most of the time, I do it for free because they have no idea what it is. And then when they've done it, they're like, "Wow, done it for free!" And they tell their friends, and then I make money from that. And being that I'm the only one, I haven't got no competition, no competition at all. So I own that market by myself, and I do drone footage for certain people. That works also, but most of my income is from my 360 camera, which is the skill that I have. So it's either if you're going to do this journey, you come with a skill. Oh my! If you see, people are now going to think, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. Listen to me. If you have £5,000, you can do the journey. If you have $5,000, you can do the journey. Because to drive from Europe to Guinea-Bissau, I probably spent about 1,200. And the most expensive part of the journey was Europe because the fuel in Europe is very expensive, and you've got hundreds of tolls. Whereas in Africa, I just got to pay. visa, and yeah, visa, and that's it. And go to the border. And the highest I paid for the visa, I think, was 80 pounds. But other than that, yeah, if you have 5,000, you can do the journey. It's easy. But to do the journey of 5,000, you've got to have an open mind. If you want to sleep in a hotel and Airbnb every night, it won't work.
Spend more, yeah.
It won't work. Force yourself to, if you come into Africa, force yourself to come to Africa. You want to mingle with people. You want to eat
Mm-hmm.
food. You want to sit and tell stories, listen to stories. Yeah, enjoy
Okay.
Africa.
All right, Tim. It's really amazing getting to hear these travel stories because personally I enjoy traveling and I do enjoy road trips, especially on routes I've not been to. I would enjoy that, but I hate road trips when I'm going to a road that I'm used to.
Roads that you're used to.
Yeah, yeah, like
Okay.
places that I use often. I just want to get there fast because I've seen it all.
Understand. No, I
Anyway,
do
thank you
understand.
so much for sharing.
I do understand that. So when I come to East Africa, I guess you and I we're gonna drive to Namibia.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we cover about 14 countries.
Yeah. Yes, no, that's a nice journey. But I'm the type of person now. If I stop somewhere and I feel a vibe, I do not want to leave today. I may want to leave 3 days later.
Yeah, of course, that's the experience. It's not just about driving and seeing the roads. You have to stop by places and interact with people.
Yes. But some people, they're like, no, let's go, let's go, let's go.
That's not fun.
Okay. So I'm putting the rule down from now. However I feel, I'm stuck with.
All right, Tim. So thank you so much for sharing this. It's a pleasure. Looking forward to seeing you in East Africa.
Oh, 100%. I shall be there because it's an East African changed my life basically. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because I met her. She came to London to do her masters, and I was like, "What is she gonna tell her family that I do?" And yeah, but she doesn't know none of this. She doesn't have any idea of this. She's from Uganda. She that was it Uganda or Buganda?
Uganda.
Huh?
Uganda.
No, 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 no. The tribe, Buganda,
Baganda.
Baganda. Yeah, yeah. So yes, so yes, I had like her a lot, and I was seeing the future, and yeah, she changed my life. Yes, I have to come to East Africa because she changed my life.
Stories
Yeah.
for other days.
Yes, that is a yes. So thank you, Mr. Uganda. Yeah, you know who you are. Thank you very much, Mr. I'm gonna say T, so she knows.
We're just we're going to know who that is anyway.
No,
Anyway,
no,
lovely time.
it's just T. Her name begins with T.
All right, all right, all right. Have a
Yeah.
lovely time.
All right then.
Okay, bye.
Right.
Thank you so much for watching that episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure, like, for people who love traveling, this is quite some information that you will need whenever you're traveling. Temdri has his YouTube channel. Go out, check. You're gonna learn some tips about people who want to do the road trip from Europe to Africa, and just a lot more about surviving or living on that continent. So he has a very amazing journey and experience. So yeah, go out and check out his YouTube channel and share, subscribe, and until next time, kwaheri.